the focus will be on me and on the screen. Before I introduce myself, why did I pick this verse or this quote? Because it fits perfectly with tonight's topic, and it's coming to the end. Very quickly, let me introduce myself to you. Who am I? I am a holistic practitioner, health and wellness consultant. I'm a certified nutrition educator. I'm a member with the International Foundation of Nutrition and Health. I'm also a fitness instructor and a certified positive discipline parenting coach. So what I do, I help my clients to address and correct the cause or the root cause of their health problems. So I do not mask symptoms. How I do it? Oops. I went too fast. By customizing diet and healthy therapy plan. I also help my clients to do holistic body purification and cleansing. I help people who suffer from migraine headaches. What works for one person does not necessarily work for the other. Of course, the one who suffers from migraine headaches. I focus on holistic health and green living in my holistic practice. And of course, I help children to improve their health. So please note, I do not work for anyone or for any company. I'm a private practitioner. So I have good news to share before I get started with my topic. Some of you may know about my previous ebook that I had. So it was the topic of the 3 unknown secrets to get rid of your migraine naturally so they don't return. And I'm so excited to launch my second ebook, hopefully next week, with the topic of you can be healthy at age 125. Here's how. So you're gonna meet people in this ebook who have done it actually, and they are still alive. It's very amazing.
Right.
So I would like to thank most of you who helped me to choose the topic, and some of you helped me with the editing. And I want to say thank you for my son, the youngest one, because he designed the graphic design he did. So I'm very proud of him. Thank you. All right. So, welcome to Nordavi, Light of Life. Nordavi, it's a monthly community meeting. We meet every Tuesday of each month. It's not a sales pitch. It's a learning opportunity about healthy living. So, in every presentation, I address a problem and then I provide a solution. So the agenda of the meeting normally takes 30 minutes, but this evening it might take a little bit longer, just to let you know. And then afterward we will have Q&A section, and of course we're gonna enjoy a special dessert celebrating the success. So if you feel you like to give back, donation is accepted, but it's not required. Before I start, I must say disclaimer, the presentation materials are not medicine and not intended to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The statements herein have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. It is for educational purposes only. Our topic for tonight, he is cancer-free. We have done it without chemotherapy, without taking any medication, but with his willingness to work together, do it all naturally. And of course, you won't be going home with empty hand. You're gonna take away with your learning lesson of how to stay protected. I would like to take a moment to thank my client, to agree with me to reveal his medical case record, and most importantly, the proof of becoming cancer-free. We wanted to share his story with you so you may benefit you too from this successful experience, keeping cancer out of your doorstep. Of course, I have my client's permission to do that. And now, help me to welcome the star of September presentation 2013 event, Halim Mahmoud.
All right.
That's pretty awesome for sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right. A quick summary of my client's previous diet and lifestyle. Typical diet: heavy red meat consumption, mostly daily, processed food, fast food, packaged food. He ate at restaurant and he smoked for sometimes in his past life. After I got engaged in health and nutrition field in 2009, it took Halim a while to welcome and practice healthy living. At first, it was a little bit challenging to give up industrialized food. We all, experience that sometimes. Down the road, he was able to follow a healthy lifestyle and diet. For the last 4 years, he followed an individualized diet and health therapy plan I customized for him that fits his health needs. Let's see together what are these health needs. So Halim survived to bypass open heart surgery. He has diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol and vertigo, but all these are controlled with diet.
Wow.
And of course, this plan I customized for him is made of raw and organic homemade meals and whole food nutritional dietary supplements. So, Halim and I need to see his doctor for a routine checkup once or twice a year. Every time the doctor sees him doing so well, he used to say, "There is no need to come and see me. You have a doctor at home." How the story began. At the beginning of 2013, Halim has gone through massive stress, stopped paying close attention to his diet, and discontinued taking necessary vitamins for his health conditions maintenance. Until one day, he began to complain of heavy abdominal feeling and constipation. Short enough, last April 4/13, he experienced the terrifying 4 times heavy bloody bowel movement. Then, in another week, April 12/13, the same incident occurred, moreover, noticing weight loss. Of course, my first suggestion was to go and check his problem with his doctor, but he chose not to because he wasn't in pain. April 15, 2013, I took him in the emergency room department and he got diagnosed with rectal bleeding and hemorrhoids. So this is his name, Halim Mahmoud, date, and this is the diagnosis. At that time, of course, first blood test got checked. Let me read the result here for you. Red blood cells count 3.5, marked as low. Hemoglobin 12.5, marked low. Hematocrit 35.1, so marked low. And the lymphocytes are low as well. I wanted to look at that table. I'm going to provide further explanation here. So, red blood cells carry 98% of oxygen to tissues and store 65% of all iron in the body. As you see, is low. Hemoglobin and hematocrit are key components of anemia and dehydration screening. Why do I have here lab range and functional range? You may be familiar with that name, but not with this name, and I will explain. According to Rhonda Nelson, she's a PhD, MD and MH, the conventional lab range test would show normal results, yet the patient is symptomatic, either disease or health, not cautionary markers. While the function range is a unique method of evaluating and analyzing blood testing to reveal early stages of physiological imbalances, reveal underlying causal symptoms, and can detect the disease process before it sets in. So as a holistic practitioner, I always count on these numbers on the functional range, not on the lab range. So, Halim had what? Anemia. He was anemic. After checking his recurrent bloody bowel movement problem with his physician, Dr. T, recommended an immediate colonoscopy, referring him to his own doctor, Dr. V, who trust him so much. So meantime, I shared my concern with Dr. T, his physician, about Halim has anemia due to large amount of blood he lost in his bowel movement. Well, he neglected it. Now, the endoscopy procedure. Halim went in to do his colonoscopy, and the doctor said it might take like half an hour to 1 hour until we get done. And I was waiting outside. So, in 10 minutes only, the doctor came out. I said, oh my gosh, what is it? He said, the colonoscopy got performed and colon mass was found. Tattoo got applied to designated mass area, and biopsy got done, and cancerous tumor was confirmed. And to find out, the doctor suggested that we need to do a CT scan to see if other parts of the bodies are affected. But that was very shocking news. I never expected. So Dr. V recommendation was an immediate cancer removal surgery.
Hey mom, can we turn on that middle light?
Turn it on?
Yeah, it might be better for the camera. Hey, Meisha's look. Can you turn it on for us, Mom?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mama, can you turn it on for us? There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay, thanks.
So he referred him to Dr. B. Dr. B is the most famous surgeon in the area who does the robotic type of surgery with minimum incision and pain. Normally, when we hear that someone got cancer, we would say, well, this will never touch me or touch us, right? But it did. It was pretty shocking and horrifying, where one big question arises. Before I get to the question, I should read here for you some good news. So this is the CT scan. The findings, the including lung base, are clear. The liver is homogeneous with no discrete lesion. The gallbladder appears normal. The spleen, pancreas, adrenal glands, and kidneys appear normal. The stomach and small bowel appear normal. And I will go down here. The appendix is normal, and the bladder appears normal. And here in the middle, of course, he talks about the colon mass. So the good news is that all other body parts were clean. That's the good news. So coming back to the big question Halim and I had, why and how it did happen. Honestly, I cried and I prayed and I said, God, please save him. It's not the time yet. So it was very difficult time for both of us. But before answering to that question, I need to complete or to keep tracking of his medical case, but definitely I will give the answer for this in moments. So let's keep tracking his medical case. Now, to make things worse,